There's been quite a lot of discussion online recently about embouchure exercises. A couple of years ago I had lessons from Principal Trumpet of one of the symphony orchestras, and as well as diagnosing my embouchure problems, he also gave me some exercises to do, and from that I've gone on to do some other exercises which are quite useful. Now, the first one he showed me to do was the pencil exercise, which is very well known, but if you haven't tried it, this is how you do it. You take a pencil, a wooden pencil, and you put it between your lips and hold it tightly and try and keep the pencil vertical. It works like a weight. Now, you're not just pressing your lips together, you're trying to press all the muscles in your lips so that they all converge in the same place. So this is how you do it. Now, you press in as tightly as you can for as long as you can until you feel a burn, and you'll feel it here round these muscles. Basically it tightens up these corner muscles, which are the ones that need to be exercised to improve your embouchure efficiency. Once you've done that, you then have to stretch the muscles the other direction, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong, because you'll hear a lot of discussion about lactic acid build up and the fact that your muscles feel slightly strained. So what you do, once you've done the pencil exercise, you have to stretch the muscles the opposite way, like this. So you're pulling your lip muscles back the way, so that you're preventing the strain or the build-up of, it also removes the lactic acid from muscles. Now, a couple of months ago, the American company Warburton, who make mouthpieces, came up with a thing called the PEAT, which is a personal embouchure training equipment. This is based on another isometric exercise which used to be quite popular, where you took a button, and it had to be a big button. It was a button like you would get on a suit jacket, and you tied a string through the holes. You then put that in your lips and worked against it. What Warburton have done is make a metal device which has got a disc on the end of it. Now, where I live, there aren't any companies that that sell Warburton equipment, or not easily, and it's quite a new product, so would they have it, wouldn't they have it? And it was $30, so I thought I'd try and make my own, and this is what I came up with in the garage. I'll just hold this up, hope you can see that. What it consists of is a 4mm diameter set screw. A set screw is just a bolt with where the thread goes right to the top. I mean, technically a bolt doesn't have the thread right to the top, it's a blank section, but you might call that a bolt. And I've got a washer on it. On top of the washer I've got a tap washer, which is made of hard rubber. Then I've got another washer, and I've got a nut. And this does basically the same job as the PEAT made by Warburton, or the button idea. Now, how you do this is you put it under your lips, you press in like that so that all the muscles are pointing towards the centre, in the same way as you do with the pencil, but at the same time you are putting a small amount of pressure on it so that you're trying to pull it out of your lips. At the same time you're using your lips to pull it back in so that it is against your teeth. Now, because this has got a bolt head on it, it's not absolutely ideal, and I'm going to come up with a better version at some point, or you could buy a Warburton one, whatever you fancy. Okay, but the exercise is the same. Now, I'm pulling that out with some pressure while using my lips to pull it back into it against my teeth. So it's actually quite a difficult exercise. Now, I think that this exercises these muscles down here more so than the pencil exercise does. The other idea with this is that because it has a weight, effectively a weight on the end, you can use it instead of the pencil by using the small end in your lips. And to be honest with you, that works equally as well as the pencil. The thing that brought this up for me was that I'm starting a 9-to-5 office job, and in the past I ran my own business, so I could play the trumpet pretty much whenever I wanted. Or annoy the staff, whatever, with the trumpet. Can't do that in the new office. So I do need to keep my chops up a bit. Now, this isn't the same as playing, clearly, but it's going to help build up my embouchure, and it didn't cost me anything really at all. It's made from bits out of the garage. So I hope people find that helpful. And remember that you have to do the reverse exercise in order to free up the muscles again and work them back out. I've never heard of anyone having a muscular spasm in their face, but I can imagine it would be quite painful. You wouldn't want to get into that situation. So that's my advice on pencil exercise and other embouchure exercises, and I hope you found that helpful.